Hello and good morning to everybody. This is Chris Spada with Jergens Incorporated, and I would like to thank you for your time. I apologize, we've had some technical difficulty here this morning. However, we will be presenting here. However, prior to doing so, would like to take a quick second to thank AWRF for getting this all put together. And without further ado, we got a little video here to introduce or show so people are aware who we at Jergens are.
Jergens was started in 1942. There was a little problem going on overseas at that time, as we all remember, and my dad and grandfather were tool designers. They felt that they could create a company to help support the war efforts. My dad had rheumatic fever, so he couldn't go on active duty, and together they quit at White Motor Company to start Jergens. The first products were parts for the Hellcats and the Wildcat aircraft. 1942, they would machine parts during the day, put them on the Greyhound bus, run them up to Detroit, and they'd be put on the aircraft the next day. That's not really a long-term strategy because, thank goodness, we ended the war in 1945, and those products stopped being sold immediately. My grandfather, being a skilled tool and die maker, said, I can keep doing technical tool and die work. I have a father that said, I think we're going to be making washing machines, automobiles, we're going to be making consumer products, and we should be making standard items that can be replaced, replaced, and used throughout. And we decided to go into a catalog standard and become the first company to create a catalog standard of tool and die, jig and fixture components, replaceable throughout the entire United States and across the country. As it turned out, that was the right move to make. I joined the family business after going in active duty in the Army, so sometime after 1978. First thing I did was break it up into multiple divisions: an electronics assembly division, an industrial supply company, and a manufacturing company. So that was the big change, and it meant breaking up order desk, breaking up inventory, warehousing, everything became focused on their individual sectors.
Alrighty. So as you can see from the video, there's quite a lot that we do here in our 110,000 square foot facility in Cleveland, Ohio. One of the nice things that we do have or do is we are proud to serve multiple industries. Within those industries, we are spec'd into several of their applications and so forth to help accommodate any of them from direct assistance and help that we help them with, or in even helping to engineer whether they were having a lifting requirement or holding and having various items suspended. So just to show some of the items or to go through. All right, so one of the questions that I get asked quite often is, when did Jergens have their first hoist ring? Our first hoist ring came out in 1968, and that was our traditional side pull hoist ring. Since then, we now offer over 14 types of center and side pull variations. Showing here just one of the many patents that we have. We actually had a customer that was having an issue with product disappearing from an item through transportation. So they wanted a tamper-proof design that once installed could not be removed. So we came up with our swivel eye bolt, and this is just one of the multiple patents that we happen to have on several of our lifting devices. Because we take safety and quality very seriously, we just achieved this past July our AS9100D certification. Now, one of the nice things to go along with that is that's taking us beyond the ISO 9001 2015 and taking it to a higher level. Even so, all of us who are involved with the lifting group are in one shape, form, or another working toward our technical certifications. So that when you do have an issue, you're talking with somebody that not only can talk the talk, but can walk the walk. Due to COVID restrictions and how proud we were, we did have a flag raising ceremony here just a couple months ago in July. Now, when it comes to the lifting products, we have multi-uses. We're able to not only show our open bale forge style, we also have it integrated with the lift check technology in the bolt. Our newest member to the lift check family is our SP2000. What's nice about lift check is it is able to give you fast and hands-free inspection so that you are able to reduce your installation time. You won't need a calibrated torque wrench to verify because that is all in the design of the bolt itself. And what's nice is pre-lift, you're able to see whether that bolted joint is tight or loose simply by the color of the indicator. Even so, it lets you know, hey, if you have somebody that by chance yields the bolt and over tightens it, when you go to remove these, if the bolt was yielded, it will not return back to red. So you have a safety feature on the front end as well as the back end. As well as every hoist ring is 100% proof tested to 200% of its rated load capacity.
Jergens has the answer. The Lift Check Hoist Ring. Drawing up the proper tension on the Lift Check Hoist Ring, a visual tension indicator on the top will show if it's safe to lift. There's no need for a torque wrench or calibration. Using a standard box wrench, the indicator turns from red to black when there is proper tension, clearly illustrating whether the hoist ring is loose or tight. Red means no, black means go. Even if you're interrupted during setup, when you return, the visual indicator will show you if it is safe to lift. Make sure your application is secure and ready to lift. Take the doubt out of your next lift with Jergens Lift Check built-in tension indication system. Avoid insurance claims and OSHA fines. Hands-free inspection at a distance prior to the lift. Reduces installation time. Just use a box wrench. No torque wrench or calibration needed. Jergens Lifting Solutions. Rugged, American-made quality, where safety is job one.
All right, and would like to thank you for viewing the presentation here and videos. What questions would we happen to have? Let's see, does shock loading of the hoist ring affect the accuracy of the lift check bolts? Well, the shock load is going to affect the entire unit. However, if the unit happens to be close to the yield point and that shock load comes in, that will be evident with the lift check bolt so that you know when you do go to remove it, it may not turn back to red. So it'll throw up the flag to say, hey, something is incorrect here, and it needs to be looked at further before returning it to service. Any other questions? Yes, the next question was, are lift check bolts sold separately? If somebody is interested in trying a lift check bolt within a Jergens hoist ring, we do sell lift check bolt kits so that you can try it in if you already have, say, a traditional style or open bale forged, or even with our SP2000, we are able to get you the needed lift check bolt kit to swap out so that you can try it yourself. Next question, can you customize bolt length? Yes, not only with the lift check, but as well with any of our standard products. And for something like that, we're more than happy to quote you. Yes, is lift check available in metric? We do offer it in both inch and metric sizes.
There's a question in the chat box.
Let's see, do we have a long bolt kit that could be interchanged? Something like that, the bolt kits that we do currently offer are primarily for the standard product. If you do have a bolt kit that you need to have a little bit longer, just email us and we can quote that for you. Is the lift check bolt available in stainless steel bolts? Not as of yet, but that is one of the things that engineering is actually working on for us. All righty, well, once again, thank you to AWRF. We appreciate you working with us through our early on technical difficulties. If anybody happens to have any questions, please just shoot us an email. We'll be more than happy to get back to you.